Okay, so we're then going to set stuff up and control what we're working with. But before we do that, I'm going to get you to select all the left controllers and go Shift, select our left controllers, and I'm going to say add a new layer, and this layer is going to be left controllers. Left controllers. And I'm going to make that right's red, left will be blue. Save. We then have our right controllers. I'm going to create a new one, and that's going to be called right underscore controllers. Save. And then we've got our spline controllers. I'm going to say add to layer. It'll be yellow. Spine controllers. Save. And then this one here, I'm just going to create a new one, which is going to be root. And I'm just going to make that black. Save. Main controller. Alright. Which eventually, everything will be parented to anyway, including the feet and the knees. Okay, so that is all done, and so far we can see what's going on. That's all of our spine stuff and our head stuff. That's all of our left and right stuff. We need to be able to set up our arms. Alright. So I'm going to save that there. And we're going to go through and start setting up his arms. So I'm going to turn off visibility for that for a second, just so they're out of the way. Okay, cool. Alright, so for the arms, we're going to go for joints. And I'm going to select this joint here, this spot position. I'm going to be like, that's roughly where my shoulder is. So I'm going to be like, yo, bud, you're here. We then have an elbow, which is kind of hidden in this space. It's just before his glove. So imagine it as a really long glove. So it's going to be like just before the glove. And then we've got his wrist, which is hard to see. Yep, and then we would have his fingers, which we'll do separately. Okay, so we're going to want to ever so slightly bend his elbow. So I'm going to select, oh shit, there we go. Bring his elbow back a little bit. Bring his wrist back into his hand a little bit. Ever so slightly, okay? So that is one side of him. I'm then going to go through and rename these. So this is going to be left left shoulder. Okay. Left elbow. Left wrist. Alright, cool. We're going to mirror it over. And I'm going to swap these around. We're looking for left. I'm going to name it right. And if I hit mirror, bam! Should be on the other side, roughly in the same place. Yeah? We're then going to grab both of these, shift, grab his spine, and parent them together. Okay? Because that's where that's connecting, is that collarbone clavicle area. So now he's got his own little clavicles happening. Yeah! Alright, from this point here, we're going to have to start adding some fingers. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. Because I should probably... Which view should I... We'll go with this one. Alright, so we should have our knuckle. Should have... I can't see. So there we go. That was the main problem. We got that, we got that, we got the tip of the finger. Okay, cool. Okay. So that goes to that one. I'm going to duplicate, bring this one across. Actually, should name these finger joints. Left underscore knuckle underscore middle. Okay. And then okay, cool. So now I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate. Bring that over here. Duplicate. Bring that over there. Yep, his fingers are different sizes. We'll get to that. Don't you worry about a thing. Just making sure they line up roughly. Sure, that's roughly in the right spot. Yeah, cool. That one's roughly in the right spot. That one needs to move up a little bit. Alright, cool. So fingers are now in the right spot. Okay. Small adjustments, peeps. Small adjustments. Alright. So, this is no longer the middle finger. So this is going to be pointer. The other one's going to be pinky, by the way. And this is going to be pinky. Alright, so then we got our pinkies. Alright, the next one is going to be our thumb. So I'm going to be looking probably... this is going to be hard. Alright. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that's frozen. Yeah, cool. It's transforms frozen. That one's transforms. Should be pretty much frozen. Yep, just mostly for the rotation. That's the main thing. Alright, so that's going to be left thumb base. Joint 1. Joint 2. Tip. Alright, cool. I'm going to select this bad boy and I am going to mirror him. Yes, we want to look for left and replace it with right. So then I'm going to say G, G, G. Which means that he should then have his fingers all over here. All named correctly. He does. Awesome. I'm going to go edit, delete history, because you should always delete your history. Technically I should use the shortcut for it, but Okay. We're going to select that, shift, select his hand, parent. Cool, so now we've got this hand thing happening. Yes, his thumb looks like it's mildly broken, but that is okay. It is fine. He's an animated character, not a normal person. So therefore, his bone structure doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. We just need him to bend where we need him to bend. That's all that matters. Alright. So that is happening. He's got bones in his hands. The next thing we need to do is IKs for his wrists and then set up his pole vectors and everything like that for his elbow. Once that's done, we can then do the controller for his hand and each of his fingers and create his set-driven keys, and then he'll be ready for weight painting. It's as easy as that. Alright, so we're going to go to our IK, which is the line between the two. We're going to select here, select there, and I'm going to press G, select here, select to the wrist. Alright, cool, so that's done. Next thing, we're going to go to our NURB, we're going to create a circle. We're going to then, I'm just going to make it so that the circle is roughly where the elbow is. Duplicate, B, so Control D for duplicate, roughly where, alright, they're in the wrong place. They're correctly in the wrong place together, but there we go. I want it on my elbow. Come here, bad boy. On my elbow. Alright, shift, select both, bring them back. Yeah. Alright, freeze their beautiful transforms, because that is something we should always be in the habit of doing. Alright, so then I'm going to turn on my right side, so I remember what side my right is. This is going to be right elbow controller. I'm going to add it to the right controllers. Add selected. Alright, cool. That should be left, so I'm going to add selected. Alright, cool. Okay. I know it's getting a little bit funky. I'll turn those off. Alright. And this one should be left. Hang on, I'm going to duplicate that one's name. Copy. Paste. Left. Okay, so the colors are correct. Then I'm going to grab the IK in his wrist. Shift, select. Actually, no, we're going to grab the controller, shift, select the IK, and we're going to set up our pole vector. Controller, IK, pole vector. Alright, so now, if we were to bend his elbow, we can then also control where his elbow points. Gives us more control over our rig. Save that, continue. Okay. From there, we're going to go through and start setting up some controllers for his hand. So the main one is going to be the big controller, kind of like his feet that go on his hands. So I'm going to go to the top-down view for a second. I'm just going to create a controller here. Jump back in here. Alright, so I'm going to make it so that D, we can move the pivot point further back. Alright, V, I'm going to snap it to his wrist. F, focus. Make sure it's actually snapped to his wrist. Yes. Okay, I'm then going to change it so that it is roughly angled with his hand. I'm also going to make it bigger because we can change its shape. Alright, so then I'm going to go and control vertex. And I'm going to totally bring this side in. I'm going to just bring that in, bring that down. Bring that in, bring that down. Oh, shit. Got this weird thing starting to happen. Bring that up. Now bring that up. I said, weird things starting to happen. YOLO. Okay. That is now our control. You can make it however you want, but I made one. Cool. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to, I think, invert it on its Y. On its, oh, sorry, on its X, on its Y, and on its Z. Not its Y. Not its Z. Yes, it's Y. So confused. Not its X? Hang on. So we want to invert it, potentially. One side. Nope. Okay. It's okay, we'll get in the right spot. Alright, so I'll just snap it. Okay. Maybe it's the rotations. Yeah, negative X. Correct on the Y. And then, is it negative 4? Let's zero out our rotations. Okay. Alright, cool. That will fucking work. YOLO, motherfuckers. Okay, select both, freeze transforms. I should have frozen the transform before I moved over. That would have been easier. So if I froze it, I could have just gone Control D, scale, what, -1? Yeah, let's just do that.